Well everyone, the time has come. I have completed my arduous task of acquiring all the physical copies of the MySims games for the Wii. I scoured the CEXs across the United Kingdom. However, there were 2 games that I couldn't seem to get my little mitts on, and to be honest, I couldn't be arsed. I wasn't that bothered about it, because if you watch my other MySims video, you'll know how I ended it in the pits of despair. That evil Chaz McFreely. That abysmal game, MySims Sky Heroes, and not to mention the ever-suffering Pooh. So you know, I've been extremely reluctant to delve into my Sims universe ever again, hence collecting all the physical copies, and in person may I add. No eBay for this, madam. eBay sales have plummeted. However, my friend, or should I say my tormentor, my taunter, I'd even go as far as to call him a slave driver. Yeah, the one who made me play the Cube for the Wii has gifted me the last 2 games needed, which in turn has grudgingly completed my MySims collection. And a very grubby collection, I may add. So I'd like to welcome you all to Why Are the MySims Games for Nintendo Wii So Weird? The My Sequel or something like that. If you do fancy watching me being extremely angry over Nintendo DS games, please indulge yourself in an hour and a half of my misery, as it were, and head over to that video where I play all those devilish MySims DS games. The MySims series consists of 6 games: MySims, MySims Kingdom, MySims Party, MySims Racing, MySims Agents, and MySims Sky Heroes. The series lasted from 2007 to 2010. God rest her soul. MySims is what I assume is a spin-off for the main series, or maybe I'm wrong, who knows. So sorry in advance, everyone, I'm just some bloke playing games. However, in this version, Sims have no wants or needs. Fraser Crane wants for nothing. Anyway, in today's video, I'll be playing on the first 2 games, MySims and MySims Kingdom respectively. As it turns out, this will be part 1 of 3 parts of a... Not because I've run out of storage or anything. No. I definitely have run out of storage. So grab yourself a Wii remote to show your mate Prudence a bit of solidarity in these trying times. And get ready for a big fat Sims spin-off video. So with great hesitation, I proclaim, on with the game! The first game in the MySims series is aptly named MySims. It was released for the Wii in September 2007, developed by EA Redwood Shores and published by EA. I found myself somewhat triggered by this music. All the characters clambering amongst the title of this game, followed by yet another introduction with all these characters. Houses tailored to each personality being constructed right before their very eyes. Alright for some, eh? Now on the menu. And I thought it was me scrolling through all these people. And I think to myself, I don't recognise a single face. And then I see him. That face. How could one forget? That evil Chaz McFreely. So, I see we're starting on a low here. I reluctantly press new game and select an empty slot. Oh yes guys, order has been restored. Bet you've all missed this. The grand naming of the towns. Pooey bollock. The J is silent. Here is some bitch now with some impressively large feet. Goes by the name of Rosalind B. Marshall. The P stands for Pooh or something. Bloody hell, time to hear the story of the town. It's pretty unique, apparently. Oh, now we've whipped out the scrapbook, haven't we? One to tell the grandkids. The town used to be full of personality and happy Sims. Everything was unique and suited to the townsfolk, and it was all thanks to one resident who had the power to use essences to build all sorts of shite. But one day, the famous builder of Pooey Bollock mysteriously left, and the town began to change. Sims moved away, but From what I hear, there's somebody else who has the ability to build with essences, apparently coming to Pooey Bollock to help us out. I have a question, everyone. Why is she standing in this room with a spotlight on her? I hear they might even be coming in on the next train. I wonder what they look like. Is this me? Am I said person? Loading, everyone. This may take a few moments. And, well, the wait was worth it. Back and better than ever, create a sim time. After getting so far creating my sim, I'm somewhat torn. Do I go for the Yu-Gi-Oh hair or this? Ultimately, I opt for this. I'm serving you the Fraser Crane fantasy. Sherry Niles on this pussy, innit? And we gotta spin, everyone. We gotta spin, loves. Welcome to Pooey Bollock. Off we go to let Mayor Rosalind P. Marshall know that I'm here. Yeah, you can do all the walking if you want. Let's go say hi. Hi. Well, if it isn't Pooh, we're so glad you decided to come here and help rebuild the town. What? Have you filled out that resident registration form yet? I'm going to need to file it before we move you in. I've only just Pooh is only just been invented. I don't think I've filled out any forms. No, love, I haven't. She starts going on about how much she loves paperwork. Shut up. Then goes on to say, I really can't wait for you to rebuild the town. I've heard you're great at that sort of thing. Oh, dump me straight into that workhouse, Victorian style. We follow her automated stroll through the rundown town of Pooey, approaching what I'm assuming is meant to be my home. Mayor P. Rosalind Marshall lets out a yell. Oh, there's no house here. How embarrassing. Then says to me, you're a builder. Make it yourself, bitch. Oh, can't get the bloody staff. Now I've got to build my own bloody house. The house that Jack built, or whatever they say. Look at that. Architect, eat your heart out. After patronising me and telling me I'm a very talented builder, she starts on about all these essences bollocks, which ultimately you get from trees, fishing, or prospecting the ground. And you can't get some real weird shit, I'll tell you that now. But at this point, I'm desperately seeking a way to somehow save and exit this game. I painfully work through my sleep deprivation and struggle building my workshop, which is also not included in the town package, and have the most agonising struggle and fight against my own head drooping into the proverbial land of Nod. Wii remote glued to hand too, and in turn produce the most complex chair imaginable. And yes, now I can finally save. One gets talking to old Rosalind. What she requests of our talented Pooh is that I construct a podium of sorts. Listen, love, I'm pretty sure you had one at the start when you were telling us the story of Pooey Bollock, but I'll make it, I guess. So with our first task requested of us, I head to my workshop to get to working, shop style. And look at the state of this bloody workshop. Who did this? Who built that? I construct the podium and paint it with 4 apple essences. Crazy what you can do with essences, isn't it? And I'm struck by how simple that was. Famous last words though, eh? I carefully place the podium in the town hall, where Rosalind greets me with a, you did such a great job. You can go help everyone else then. Bollocks. Hard work just gets you more hard work. So I wake up this bint, always sitting on her arse doing nothing. I heard you need some help, love. So after completing the lazy bitches making furniture task, I reach star level 1, where I have now been authorised to use a crowbar. How intriguing. We stumble into the Pooey Bollock Hotel, apparently run by this clumsy ragamuffin, Buddy the Bellhop, quite literally born for this job, as it's in his name. Oh, hiya, pal. Pal. The almighty Pooh is no one's pal. I am but a lone wolf, roaming the wilderness that is Pooey Bollock. But Buddy makes me aware that there's an actual guest has arrived on the train. Good job that he's been practicing his salute. Huh? So I just straight up ask the geezer, you want to move in? And what do you know? He says yeah. But now I've got to build the fella a resi, short for restaurant. But before I get onto the building, one must ponder this mysterious liquid. There we go. Leaning Tower of Summit, am I right? I helped Gino the chef by making his resi a success. But upon entry, The bloke is just pissing about, jumping around, and now he's bloody juggling. Just middle-aged men just messing about, innit? Oh, the ever-suffering Pooh takes her notes on the demands of the new chef. How can I make my pizza without... Oh, no, he'd be like Italian, wouldn't he? How can I make my pizza without my pizza oven? I remind him that there's actually Chicago towns that you whack in the microwave. They're just as good with it, but I'm met with disgust. All the townsfolk have fun while I do all the work, eh? I find myself now prospecting, and I'm sure there's something similar to this in the DS edition of this game. But did I have to pay for it? I can't remember. I've blocked it out. Who cares anyway? Look, I found a load of 8 balls. Octo expansion, eat your heart out. Using my almighty powers of creating summon out of none, I craft an oven out of wooden blocks, which is, okay, whatever. Yeah. That sounds as though it would work. Wake up, twat. Here's your oven. And once I've completed all his tedious demands and placing his freshly made furniture in unusable positions, the chef no longer needs my help. I head to the hotel and greet DJ Candy. DJ Candy Supergroove is here at the Pooey Hotel, chilling with Buddy and Pooh. Love, I've just met you. Well, do you want to move in? And then she says, I'll just chill here while I build Casa a la Candy. Lazy cow. The influx of demands from DJ Candy begin. DJ Candy, what kind of voice does she have?
How am I going to play my music when I'm just kicking back after a long night of... I could use a stereo.
Watch YouTube like the rest of us. Am I right, fellas? After Octo expansionifying my home, I meet the many demands of this DJ Candy, extracting more 8 balls from the ground. Crazy that, innit? And she gifts me a disco ball.
Ooh, shiny.
Shut up. Star level up. Congratulations, your town has reached star level 2. Mayor Roslyn has authorised you to use the fucking saw. Now you can hack your way through those pesky giant logs, and I've also unlocked a bunch of new blocks and blueprints in your workshop. Wonderful. More work. Buddy the bellhop starts talking a load of shite with long words. I ain't reading all that, love. I ain't reading all that. So with my crowbar in hand, I break my way into this barn. Frenzy Fields coded. But it's like full of nerd essences. Boring. So back to Buddy the bellhop, and he's like,
Townies will start appearing in the hotel now. Townies will want you to build them a house, and you'll decorate it in their favourite style. You'll meet spooky townies, geeky townies, and others. So everyone, here is the declaration for the manifesto of the Pooh Party of Pooey Bollocks. Girls and gays only. We start by moving in Miss Nicole. I construct her the perfect abode. She's serving. How on earth... Oh wait, she'll be like this. How on earth will I get my boo to sleep without a bed in here? Go and fetch me one. A little bit rude, but it's fine. She's a diva, and rightly so. After being on the struggle bus making that bed, I guess it was worth it. Now requesting a mirror so she can check out her dazzling figure. I head to the hotel to obtain another patron of Pooey Bollock. Sir Vincent. He looks ever so familiar. Who is he? I'll have him. Entering his abode, he tells me, he's like, welcome to my museum. If I remember correctly, I made it, so it's mine. I make him an amazing sculpture, and a shite one too, of course. And now he requests of me an office to continue his gruesome studies in a haunted office. Woo! Okay. But guys, it's so annoying because, like, when you build stuff, you've got to have the right amount of blocks so you can add the right amount of essences. And it's so tedious. I certainly am questioning my life choices. When gifting the mirror to resident mother, oh beautiful, are you trying to upstage me with such a lovely mirror? Is she jealous of a mirror? Oh, and Sir Vincent, he's in a foul mood. Curses! The movers have lost my spooky sarcophagus. So once I've completed the arduous task of crafting an artifact from ancient Egypt, I can't tell it from the original. Guys, look how shite it looks. I am
bloody sick of making furniture. I really can't be arsed anymore. So to make up for the lack of blocks required, I'm gonna just start adding unnecessary blocks for the sake of essences. Wake up, love, here's your shite. And wait, did she just say she's gonna start a fashion line called Poo Wear? As I walk in to gift her the final item, she be voguing, a gay icon as it were. I attempt to join in, but apparently voguing is a solo activity. Well, she says, "That was a lot of work, Pooh. I feel exhausted just from watching you." Oh my god. Shut up. Disappointed by the lack of 3-star town, I invite Elmira, a Bayonetta type, who requests of me a library. What am I doing with these gnomes? Upon entering the library, the patronising bitch says, "Look who it is. The sim who built me an empty library." The cheek. The audacity. I cannot believe my ears. I built it so I could just as easily take it all away from you, love. But I won't because you're serving. Just what we need in Pibby Bollock though. Serving. However, in other news, my star level's finally up. Congratulations, your town's now reached star level 3. Mayor Rosalind has authorised you to use the pickaxe. Give big boulders what they deserve. A good picking with an axe. I can't believe it actually says that. Why is that something that I'd say? I ask her if she wants anything else. Do you want anything else from the shop? Anything else? You want a mull of rice? And now she's like, what am I supposed to do? Stamp my books on the floor? I need a desk. What? I attempt to be nice to her. Maybe she'll start being nice back to me. But it's somewhat worrying that she's dropped a load of sad when I hugged her. Oh well, time to explore with my new pickaxe. Amazed by the vastness of the map in the Wii version of My Sims, I explore a temple. And look, they've got weird trees with suits of cards on. And look, a graveyard. Wow, I guess we're just grave robbing now. But it's time to call it a day as I just got jump scared by this bloody tree. Where did all those eyeballs come from? Where did all those eyeballs come from? And guys, you know I had to make this book Bumble bitch move in. What an icon. And once I've completed crafting this weird artisanal furniture for the bee, Elvira, or whatever the fuck she called, wants me to make her a telly, stating, "They're noisy, they rot your brain, but I can't miss my soaps." A woman after my own heart. We stand this queen. And once crafted, she states, "That's a relief. Now I can find out if Brandon, Marie, Maxine, even Margot is Corey's sister." A load of bollocks though, my star level didn't even go up, what the hell? Now I'm requested to make a bookcase. I came up with this genius idea of copying a bookcase, so I don't have to painstakingly make them multiple times. All that for nothing, and we're still at a measly star level 3. Guys, look. Bloody Dolly. Dolly Dollheart. What are you doing? Also, may I ask why there is a full-grown man here? Get back to the office or something, mate. This is a kid's game. I whack hard Dolly in the desert, alone, and Dolly's theme is kind of funny. I manufacture the most ornate and fabulous furniture for the patrons of Pooey Bollock. I happen upon this vile bloke, Vic Vector. Big fat no to becoming said patrons of Pooey Bollock. Didn't you read the sign? Icons only. I tirelessly create so much shite. I'm mentally and physically exhausted. I ponder to myself, no wonder Pooey Bollock was left to rot. The last person who did all the creating were very clever to mysteriously leave. Used and abused they were, just like our ever-suffering Pooh. She is a carcass of a MySim. She isn't the same as she used to be. The only thing that has given me momentary relief is the model of Pooh doing a T-pose. Congratulations, your town has reached star level 4. Mayor Rosalind has authorised you to use a blowtorch. It's the fun alternative to keys. Big metal doors will be no problem now. Oh, not even any regulation of trespassing in Pooey Bollock, eh? Time to use this blowtorch. I've just released the seaside and everyone, you know what they say. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Okay. Oh, and you know what? All that was locked in that tree were just some chess pieces trees. What a load of rubbish. And now we've just blowtorched our way into Junkyard. I begin to ponder about the sounds of flies used in the Sims game. Was it like one fly that's since popped its clogs that was just used for all the Sims game? Or, you know, because they do sound like the same fly. You know, flies got different voices, haven't they? I don't know. Anyway, Just throwing that out there to the world. No one has to answer that because who cares? But anyway, rip that fly. Look, there's cogs and springs and shite. They come from trees and you have to oil them. It's crazy, innit? Look who it is. Dr. F, you're moving in here, mate. I bloody love Dr. F. First, I must study some normal technology for my incredible invention. Go forth, Assistant Pooh. And it's like a radio and cooker. Bloody hell. Oh, Shirley has got to move in here too. Oh, don't you just love this bodacious beehive of mine? I know I'd be happy to do your hair sometime. And my big old bald head glistening in the sunlight. Okay, love. This is how I find myself spending my days recently. In a dark cave, searching for some Tim dolls. And not the gay rights Tim either. Oh, the ever-suffering Pooh and the abysmal furniture created with said Tim dolls. Maybe someone will make a Pooh costume. Oh, piss off, love. Honestly. Please. We've now moved in a playwright called Trevor into the town. However, I naively thought that my 2 AA Morrison's extra long life batteries would have taken me through this bloody MySims series. Oh, what a stupid bitch I am. They barely took me through, 17 hours of gameplay? And also I stole some batteries from some device lying around being unused. Ugh, unused. I must complete MySims. However, much to my dismay, turns out that my small market town doesn't even sell rechargeable batteries for a reasonable price with a charger. 2024 it is, love. What are you playing at? So I patiently await a delivery of said batteries, filling my time by jumping with a Swiffer. Who thought it would be so fun? I just thought people were just being twats. By the time my batteries arrive, I can't even remember what I was doing in this forsaken game. Oh yeah, our Shirley, she wants a kissing fish. There, we give our Shirl the stuff. And you know what they say? Big selling, big business, big air, life's good. And may I ask why Dr. F just asks for the most random shite? A turntable and a fridge? And why is he evil cackling? Is he bad guy? The secret to my ultimate invention lies in the dichotomy. Nefarious deeds await in the flush of a toilet. And then we make him a footy machine. He states, indeed the dichotomy is sublime. What does that mean, mate? What does that mean? I thought that'd be it, but you're kidding, not another one. He wants me to make a bloody Zappatron. A Zappatron? These blokes and their gadgets, eh? Finally, it's time. My masterpiece, the Zappatron. Mwahaha. CBA, mate, CBA. Oh my god, he's finally happy. You've made my life complete. My life being the Zappatron. Haha. World domino shoes are within my grasp. Don't worry, love. Still not star level 5. One holds a brief seance just before commencing on what can only hope is the last piece of furniture I have to make. I write bollock, in tiny bollock, in the rear of Trevor's stage, which I truly hope is my final act of defiance. I'm worried. Why is this loading screen taking so long? Could it be? We're finally 5 stars. Oh my god. Pooey bollock has finally reached star level 5. The residents have decided to throw a party in your honour. Now even more Sims will want to move here and the credits begin to roll. Bit of a weird angle in it. Alright, you can stop now. And where's my cutscene? Enough of that, I'm done. Congratulations, your town has reached star level 5. Mayor Rosalind has authorised you to use the Pooey Bollock Monument in recognition of all you've done for the town. The residents have all pitched in to create the ultimate blueprint. This is it, you've hit the big time. And then they all bloody frigged off and go about their day. The ever-suffering Pooh. It certainly is lonely at the top. I decided to go for it, one for the road as it were, and create the overly complicated bollocks that is the town monument. And I was really struggling. I had to watch someone make their own monument on YouTube, because how the hell do you get those essences to go on the back like some sort of hunting trophy? And after many an hour, I finally did it. You didn't have to take them directly out your bag rather than paint it. Oh god. But I wanted to bollockify the monument, but it turns out there are limits to building within this game. Off I go to proudly display it in the town hall. Stunning, love, stunning. I perform my speech, all my progress, bollockifying the town. Then I happen upon no other than Chas McFreely in my hotel of all places. He's got a cheeks showing up here. There's a darkness within him, a real darkness within him, loves. Now allow me to all give you the ultimate tour de Pooey Bollock, with the final residents handpicked to live here. Of course, we have the ones that we started with, like the chef and Poppy. But of course I handpicked Sir Vincent, Miss Nicole, Goth Boy of course. You can also tell where I've put effort in making the houses, such as Morcubus and BB. Oh yes, we stan BB. Upon seeing the stunning BB, suddenly our Pooh, the ever-suffering Pooh, becomes yassified. With all our success as a 5-star town, we can finally afford to plump to the max. Fillers have been filled. Now serving on the Bollock stage, my talents are boundless. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I loves. But let us not forget our beach girlies, my twin, Yuki, and this holistic bitch. Then in the forest we have our retirement village with Dr. F and Grandma Ruthie. There is room for all ages in Pooey Bollock. But I tell you what there isn't room for, deep in the forest. The outskirts of society, a place where corporal punishment takes place. A dark area, I even hesitate to speak of a place, where a particular male resides. One that goes by the name, that of Chaz McFreely. Trapped by an army of gnomes, Pooh is the only one who can enter. He cannot leave. Pooh is free to burp in his face as much as one wishes to. It's her world. He's just living in it. Pooh is plumped while Chaz suffers. He'll regret ever setting foot in the Pooey Bollock Hotel. Apologies, but there's been about 2 months since I played that initial MySims game. Whoopsie. Alas, the next game in the series is MySims Kingdom, which was released just over a year later in October 2008. It was developed by EA Redwood Shores and published by EA. One is welcomed into this kingdom with wee snippets of the adventures yet to arrive in our Pooh's life. And look at the menu. The characters almost religiously crafted into these stained glass windows. I do happen to get a glimpse of Chaz McFreely, but no comment there. Now forced to listen to the story of the kingdom. Once upon a time, there was a great kingdom that covered the entire world. The kingdom was made up of many different lands and many different Sims. What's going on with that picture? Why is everyone up the bloody tree? All the Sims and all the lands were ruled by one kind and wise king. Me, King Roland. To help protect the people of my kingdom, I ordered my wizard to make a collection of magic scepters. I gave these special ones to the most loyal and brave Sims in the kingdom, and thus was born the Order of the Wandoliers. Wandoliers? Wandoliers? Something to do with wands. With their magic scepters in hand, the Wandoliers could do amazing things. They used their power to protect their kingdom and keep the Sims of the world happy. It's hard to believe so much time has passed. All of the Wandoliers have so long since retired or moved away. Parts of my kingdom are now falling into disrepair and people are not as happy as they once were. I was wondering, but today is a very special day. I, King Roland, will be naming a new Wandolier. Who will it be? Where will they come from? And what will they look like? You know what this means? Time to create a sim. Oh loves, let's start how we finished. Hey, Pooh was a success. She was bloody loaded, so you know what? She went to Turkey, she got her teeth done, hair transplant, the whole shebang. Another couple of syringes in those lips, but no, she's bloody knackered being the chosen one and all. The poor cow got addicted to going under the knife. She's skint now, living paycheck to paycheck, wearing her rags. Sam! I'm not having that. Poor old Pooh, ever the grafter, the stupid cow, sweeping up the same old speck. Suddenly, Elmira is like, "Hey pig herder, you done herding those pigs yet?" Excuse me, is this Bint talking to me? Find Elmira. I bloody think not. Look at her, a mardy twat, wagging her finger at me. Oh, she can piss right off. Gone right off you, I have. You do not slay anymore. Oh, sorry, love. I thought the mod would. Yeah. Time to clock off. That was a doddle, that was. Then she tells me I've got to sweep all the mud tomorrow. Consider this my immediate oh, she's gone. Is that Buddy the bloody bellhop calling me pal? What have I told you about calling me pal? Pooh is call me whatever you want, I can't be arsed anymore. Buddy is delivering the invitations for the Wandalier competition. Some princess is like, hello peasants. And then says she's going to be the next Wandalier because her dad's the person, is the king. Oh, the nepotism is festering. Buddy is pro Pooh though, sings my praises. But then the clumsy numpty drops all the invitations. And wait, we can jump in this game. Another of our apparent pals, Lindsay, decides to grace us with her presence, making the executive decision that we are now entering Pooh into the Wandalier competition. It can't be arsed, but we power on. Oh my god, it's that creepy boat bloke. I really don't like him. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. Look at the bloody state of his t-shirt. He's definitely got some sort of musky aroma, hasn't he? Always making an entrance. Pooh stumbles in. The miserable old slag she is. King Roland proclaims, whoever wins will receive the royal scepter and be named the kingdom's new Wandalier, and second place gets a toaster oven. Out of nowhere, this wizard bloke appears.
Greetings and salutations, dear friends.
Princess Bint is whining about how she didn't have a dramatic entrance.
I don't whine.
Meanwhile, the other fella is like, well, I walked through the door like a normal person. All these people with their woke entrances. All us three contestants get zapped away. Well, eventually. To an isle, the Isle of Magic that is, surrounded by cogs and whirly-gigs. What voice did I do for him?
So, you all want to be Wandaliers then? It ain't for the faint-hearted, loves. You will all get true 80 wands. At the end of the trials, all the wands will be returned to me. Only the winner is allowed to carry the real wand.
Well guys, I don't see me losing these wand privileges, eh? Me being the main character and all. Wands use this special essence called mana to work, and you gotta gather mana.
If anyone wishes to pause briefly before attempting one of these arduous trials, now will be a good time.
Alright, see you then. Barney has his eyes on that prize, the toaster oven. Inevitably, Pooh finds all of the chests containing the mana first. Clearly the most talented and beautiful contestant. The wands can move anything anywhere, but only within the designated areas such as the divot of turf here. And that's it. Pooh has won the second challenge. Wasn't much competition though, was there? Suddenly, the wizard is like,
what's the meaning of this? Oh, knocked my collectible kingdom pals on the floor.
So I put all the toys back on the shelf.
As collectible kingdom pals I have in stow.
I was gonna slag him off, but then I remembered I myself did spend a hefty sum on some Splatoon plushies, so who am I to judge? Now it's time to move on to something a little larger. Ooh. Oh, a bloody house. This is just the same game, innit? Followed by a cheeky lesson. All about contraptions. Bollocks is spoken about wind power. Oh, come on, love. This ain't GCSE physics. So once I have placed many a gear, the wizard is like,
Pooh, ace is the final task. Gods, I am surprised at this point, Pooh. You have exceeded my expectations. You are a most promising student.
Robbed of our training scepters, I'm left feeling lost. Princess Bint is delusional though. She did naff all. Then Barney does something weird. Miserable sin back in the castle. Pooh is declared the new Wandalier, and Barney won the toaster oven. He begins breakdancing. Calm down, yeah. Energetic old twat. But Pooh gets her wand, she's bloody knackered, and Lindsay receives a magic bag. Help Sims is our quest. Nothing out of the usual, eh? Pooh, Buddy and Lindsay are forced to be reckoned with. Reluctantly, we help Barney with his Barney trouble. All glum on his lonely at the top type shit with his toaster oven. We help him get home by, quote, wanding 2 wooden pieces back together. And tell me why I thought I was gonna die when I fell off this bridge. Well, what? We all ponder this cliff, and then suddenly, Marlon the wizard appears with a scroll to make stairs. Crisis averted, everyone. Essences are present in this game too. So we need 30 wood to make a stair. We ponder where we could possibly find an axe. And right on cue, Al Bloody Myra struts along behind us, axe in hand. Here, give us that, love. You can't have my axe. So one flatters and charms her, using my feminine pooey wiles. Well, she says, I can have all of the tools forever. This is fan-bloody-tastic. My mates begin bickering, and Barney's like, you guys are a riot. I'm having a blast. Poor bastard. He doesn't get out much, does he? Then he starts making weird noises. We craft these stairs and make it to the top where Princess Bitch is talking shite.
Good luck opening the gate without a scroll of gear making.
Oh, butted again. What? Buddy ponders how she keeps on getting up to those high places. And he's right, how does she? I decide to patty cake with her and receive the ability to gear, needing many a metal essence. One needs to mine now, northern roots and all that. And MySims with the Kingdom at the end is a far more strenuous than a MySims without. Finally, Barnes' home sweet home, ever so predictably, is a ship. It's a nightmare if you want to entertain guests. Plus, there's nowhere for me to plug in my new toaster oven. How am I supposed to make pizza bagels? Pooh, I'm having some friends over tonight, and I promised them pizza bagels. Can you help me out? Oh, I thought he was gonna invite me around for tea. What the hell? Barnes' things for his house, eh? Peasant chimney, peasant dormer, small peasant window, peasant door. Bloody hell, just feed the bloke some gruel and say, please sir, can I have some more? Why don't you go ahead and wand me up a house? What? The wizard appears again, saying if we run out of the old mana, we can get our lins to turn the essences into mana. So with Barnes' house now complete, a place where I can hang my hat, so to speak. And look at that face. It's made up. And now I have to decorate inside too. Barnes gives me a metal detector, aka prospecting the ground thing. And I have just dug up a breastplate of resistance. What? While I'm out grafting, this dude's just playing his accordion and then demands me to make the place look domestic-y. You know, tables and stuff. And then I put the bloody chair down for a second and Buddy starts bouncing on it. Are these people supposed to be helping me? I finish decorating his house and he asks us all to follow him outside. I'm scared. The king and wizard appear, and well, it turns out this island was my final test, so my existence was all made up then. Then the wizard is like,
we'll certainly miss your company while you're away.
they're sending me away? I didn't agree to this. Deployed on a big fat quest to help the broken parts of the kingdom, which stretches over the entire world, which is kind of dodgy in itself. Like he's claimed the whole world as his own, but yeah, it's all about making Sims happy again, okay. And of course these two twats are coming with me, lingering around like a bad smell. Buddy then calls the king pal, which is gonna hand it to him. And here's a bird, Guillermo. Ooh, I stand Guillermo. Look, he's got a little hat on like Buddy's. It's a toot from me, loves. Then the pigeon starts chatting shit about Lindsay. So with each good thing we do, we'll earn a bit of the king's favour, like king points or something, and I'll be rewarded for my efforts. Oh, thank you, your highness. Oh, thank you. Barnes is like, here, love, help us with me fish collection. Oh, no, I have got bigger fish to fry now, man. Finally, a real adventure. We hop on what I'm assuming is Barnes' forsaken home, which smells absolutely foul, and make our way to Renee's nature preserve. Travelodge mentioned, everyone. Love a good Travelodge, me. All aboard to pastures anew. We dock and happen upon this bitch Renee, and her teeth are glued tightly shut, but still finds a way to blab on all about these rules. Turn off your phones. No, I've got an Apple Watch, love. Renee's dream is for every animal to be cared for in a safe and natural environment. So she brings them here so tourists can pet and feed them candy. Yeah, proper natural, love. We embark on a tour of the island, but quote, there's fuck all here. Lynn's ever so kindly offers up poo's services. Thanks a lot, love. I make a stinking house and fix a stinking mechanical bull. 365 party girl in it. But still, more work to be done. I release all the stinking crabs. They're rampant. And you know what? Just call me Davina McCall or that other bloke, because I'd be reuniting long lost families. but bears in it. Renee then requests for my assistance with a certain persnickety member of the park. Excuse me. What? Oh, that cat that I've been ignoring. Ms. Prissykins. A clearly divorced Pissykins. One constructs Ms. Prissykins, the finest towers in all the land, and we lead the cat up to the top. There's only one thing left to do. Oh, you know what? I'll go and I'll treat myself to another go, eh? And once everything is completed, she's just frigged off to bed, alright? So I'll whisk myself and my mates away to the only other island available, Cowboy Junction. So this is Cowboy Junction, eh? All of a sudden, the girl cowboy out of Toy Story appears on that horse stick thing. And what's she shooting us with her mitten hands? Calm down, love. I'm a pissing wanderlier. Ah, Chef Jano, world famous pizza. Yeah, I know you are, mate. We're given a tour of the island. They love tours in this game, don't they? The first stop reveals the mystery of his buttery biscuit base. The mill, the contraption that just so happens to be broken.
Hey, don't worry, pizza guy. Pooh knows all about gears and will fix it.
You know what? Maybe I just wanted a tour, not all this helping bollocks. The deplorable Gabby is like, no, fine with me, love. But no, Gabby teaches me a new type of gear. An axle, too much mechanical jargon for my liking. With the gears now turning, on with the tour to the Tommy Patch. Ah yes, a throbbing tent. And with the lack of water, chef's Tommies have dried in the sun. How revolting. This chef is a mess though. No point crying over rotten Tommies, love. Gabby teaches me all about water pipes. This area kind of reminds me of Croc 2 on the Game Boy, but who cares? I made this piping system quite a little bit complicated. Onto the dairy farm. It's got own I want candy type beat, fellas. Oh, the poor bee bitch. She's just like me, sweeping up naff all. A Gino. The audacity. I love. Got any bottles of milk? Then the camera pans on to some bandit.
The cows have gotten out their pens. Someone stole my fences of all things.
Gino has a dark rage within him. Without fresh milk, how will I show the Wanderlier the wonders of my forbidden cheese? Forbidden cheese? Is this like the one with maggots in it? Cow enclosure built. I heard the cows. And my yeah. Sounds like Zelda out of Zelda. And now it's finally time for Milkies. The bird fella arrives with a message from King Roland. News of your deeds have spread like strawberry icing over a moist chocolate cupcake. How gross. And we get a new map. I ponder Rocket Reef and whether Dr. F would perchance be there.
A bottle of milk.
Gino's secret ingredient is in fact fame. But it's actually not, because now he's dodgily ordering a lucky horseshoe from Gabby. Such a terrible secret. And apparently the horseshoe only lasts 2 weeks. What the flip is he doing with it? Anyway, Bakugo bloody steals it, and he's like, oi, oi, oi. Gabby is fed up and forms a posse. And said posse is, of course, Pooh and Co. He shouts some blasphemous shite at this poor lass, and then delegates the rest of the responsibilities to his posse. Great. My posse members talk about soup and capers for a bit, until it's decided that we need to find many a clue, aka 10 bandanas, even though we know the culprit is actually Bakugo. So whoever stole the horseshoe is wearing a bandana. I think it might be Bakugo, love. The woman from Toy Story beats up Bakugo. He does his reveal, although he'd like to keep it on. Because he is sad, very sad, because he lives alone on a hill with nothing to do. Oh my god, get a grip, love. Ginny offers to be his bestie, but he doesn't want to be. How pathetic. Enough of this bollocks. And what is this? A reform? I very think not. I very think not. Bakugo wants his place to look less lame so he can lead a better life. Ha, nothing says the good life like pineapples and coins, eh? So, Bakugo has got his new abode, and he's like, I'm so happy, I love K-pop. Bakugo apologises. He's like, oi oi oi. Gino gives up his dependency on horseshoes, and everybody thanks Pooh. Oh shucks. Now Gabby starts a fiddling. Oh, enough of this bollocks, I'm out of here. I hastily make my way to Rocket Reef disembarking the vessel to an empty wasteland of an island. All of a sudden, an explosion suddenly explodes. Exploding. Buddy is like, what was that, pal? How would I know? Running towards the danger, with everything crossed, I chant to myself, please be Dr. F, and what do you bloody know? I manifested him, and Vic Vector, I guess. And well, it turns out it was Dr. F's rocket that exploded, along with the test pilot and the lab. And all Dr. F has to say for himself is, my science is so good! Vic Vector begins speaking. It's irrelevant because who cares? Me and my mates find ourselves employed and tasked to find Tobar. Wait, is that robot backwards? Keisha, I just got that! Meanwhile, Dr. F is like, the F stands for rockets. God, he's just such a relatable character. Poor old Tobar though, and I must collect 13 pieces. And I find myself somewhat triggered about the events that I partook in Strangetown when I sprayed poor old Oppie Alfred. God rest his soul. Look at Tobar though, so bloody cute. You found me bit. Lovely use of terminology there, love. He checks all his bits. Various bits of scientific wonder that make up my internal organs. Check and double check. Wait a minute, something is missing. It's the bloody legs, and we have to herd them like they're a pig or something. And look, these legs are all sassy, tapping the foot and attitude. No need for it. But call me Atomic Kitten, because I made Tobar whole again. Off they go to tell the fleshies a derogatory that they quit. Blew me up one too many times. I'm gonna find my own destiny. Literally Optimum Alfred. Vic Vector is gasping to be the new test pilot. Pathetic. We start by helping Tobar, and look at all the names for everything. I bet it took bloody ages for some poor old bastard at EA to type all that shite. Come on though, is it really your dream to have a diner? Build me a diner worthy of Tobar. Oh yes, very diner. I was channeling Atomic Betty. Alexa gives me a scroll that contains techie gizmos that Dr. F will require for his lab to be super place of much science or summer. And once the lab is made, Dr. F, love, are you okay? Okay, let's go inside and have a brew, darling. Once inside, we must connect the fuel to the tanks. Is this safe? Oh, there's fuel going everywhere. Arduous task after task as the stoical Pooh now finds herself fishing for a robo-fish. Then Dr. F mansplains all this electrical shite to me. Steamatron, computer mill... Then the science will continue! Enough faffing about. Let's see the menu. But now, why is Dr. F so close? Reluctantly, it's time to help that abysmal Vic Vector, dressed aptly in his convict attire. And he's like, let me know when you've fixed that centrifuge. No manners. And then tells me some bollocks, as if he's someone important. Then instant karma, as I soon after have to rewire every bloody thing. And now I have to connect his boomer arcade machine. Finally, the ceremony. What for? I haven't the foggiest. Dr. F is screaming, sandwiches, we must eat sarnies in honour of the brave pilot, Vic Vector. Dr. F proclaims, let there be sandwiches! When the butties don't spontaneously manifest, Tobar, ever the salesman, happens to know a place where you can get a good sandwich at a great price. Oh, how convenient, eh? Dr. F now says a few words to honour the memory of Vic Vector. Yes, mate, you're gonna die. Death by blowing up is not the best way to go. Probably the worst. But Vic knew it was all for the greater good. Okay, Jeremy Bentham girl. Let's no mourn the loss of this brave man with a tasty lunch. Eat your grief sandwiches. Ceremony complete. Cheer up, Vic. It's nearly Crimbo, love. And now I have the almighty power to make telly and make this place into a real diner. I now find myself raging at trying to catch a bloody robo-fish. So instead, I opt to build a rocket, even though I forgot what rockets look like. Finally, time for the launch. Come on, Vic. Look at the state of that. As the rocket ascends, Dr. F screams, no! I forgot to fill the boosters with German potato salad. We should hit the self-destruct button, just to be safe. I'm hitting the self-destruct button. Dr. F is desperate to kill Vic, and you know what? I'm here for it. Oh. He's still alive. Now, there's only one more thing that Vickery Dickory Dock wants out of life, and that is to see every action figure ever made. What a sad little life, Jane. Leaving the land of nerds, I head off to Candy Palooza, which I can only assume is where a certain candy resides. Oh, and here is Bakugo once again welcoming us to this here island of Candy Palooza, the sickest of concerts ever, with games, music and decoration. Oh, Lindsay's like, a bitch where? Here's some other bint now, making some weird noises. Oh my gosh. This must be a regional thing. I've never heard anyone use oh my gosh before these spin-offs. It's festering in the Sims universe. DJ Candy will be here soon and they've done naff all. And then this bloke is like, relax, pool sorted. What the hell? Used and abused I am. I don't remember agreeing to that. And thank God Arlen's is here. Because I thought I was going mad, fellas. I think I missed something. Did anyone actually ask if we could help? One must work out the wiring systems of this DJ booth and dance floor. And well, it turns out you only need to plug in one socket. So why are there so many sockets then? And plug in these bastard speakers too. All these exposed wires. Health and safety would have a field day. One channels the spirit of Lawrence Llewellyn Bell and decorates the stinking place. And that bird Geronimo, or whatever his name was, tells us more shite about cupcakes and gives us more maps. But I'll go right off Arlen's as she's just said oh my gosh too. Spreading like summon. One helps this lass with DJ Candy's demands. Buddy attempts to demand stuff from Arlen's. She's like, do what you want, love, I'm not forcing you to stay. But no, Buddy says,
I'll never quit. I'll help Pooh till the very end.
Oh God, stuck with Buddy and that mummy. Pooh will never know peace. Much like that Bakugo trapped over there. Appalled by the size of this island, I happen upon this fish. I feel better. And yes, a perfect house for DJ Candy. Only one thing missing. And right on cue, you guessed it, DJ Candy appears. Pooh is not impressed. Why are we all bigging up this mediocre bitch? Surely a camp icon like BB deserved more. Oh, and they're all dancing now. The bloody state of this island. Who did this? Pooh will be front and centre of tonight's concert, and suddenly loads of crabs begin crab-like behaviours. Lindsay's whacking them. Calm down, love. It's their home too. Oh. Rid the island off them. The woman asks if anyone has any herding experience, and then they all turn to the long-suffering Pooh as she sighs. Yes, sweetie. You take the pig herder away from the pig, but you'll always be a pig. 5 crabs. 5 crabs. That's how many crabs were here. Pathetic. DJ Candy blasts out those apparent tunes. She whacks on a bit of the streets, and Pooh is a bit partial to busting them sweet, sweet moves. And while Buddy is doing the worm, my mind drifts and I think, if I could do the worm, my life, it would significantly improve. As Candy finishes her set, she gives a shout out to her number 1 fan, Pooh. Pooh! How bloody dare she? Nevertheless, Pooh gets up and pops on, just wanna dance the night away or some shit like that. And just before I abruptly exit Twat Island, I grab a butty to tide me over. I set sail for pastures anew in Spokane, or Spokane, something like that. Buddy and Linz are talking utter bollocks, and tensions are rising. Pooh is had enough. I give him a pep talk. Come on lad, I can't be arsed anymore. Goth boy, first name Goth, last name Boy, always a pleasure, greets us to the island, but he's in a foul mood. And tells us to frig off, and then frigs off himself. Linz is like, this bloke needs some serious cheering up. I tell him, mate, you can always play on like Katamari. That always cheers anyone up when times are rough. But God, he's so bloody miserable. Someone needs to give him a good slap. But he says, you really want to know what life's all about, just head to the castle. That dark castle way over there. Castle Morcubus. Home to a terrible wizard, and his private library is an ancient book said to hold the secret to life itself. Find that book and find out what life's all about. Mate, I know what life's all about. It's all about me. The camera pans onto Morcubus with ominous music, looking quite different than he did in MySims. What's this? I see a bunch of do-gooding brats. Brat mentioned? No matter. Surely they're not foolish enough to come all this way to my castle, surely. Surely they wouldn't challenge the terrible Morcubus. Well, They're not getting here for a while. I wonder if I could get a quick shower. Oh, he's getting himself all dolled up for us. And also Yuki has become a moneybags type character. She requires a toll to cross this bridge. And I can't even walk past the slag. The music kind of sounds like croc music. I can't stop thinking about croc. Also, I'm kind of scared of heights, so the Wii remote keeps on slipping out my hand, and we happen upon a gate locked tight with an absence of gears and mechanisms, so we have to open it the traditional way by getting a key from Carl. Zombie Carl, a right joker. He starts making some shite jokes and we give him some sympathy giggles, but like, he won't give us the bloody key as he lives in a stinking swamp that's depressing and slimy. And the only thing in the world that's shiny and bright is that lousy key. Pathetic, right? I was gonna say that, but look at his sad little eyes. And Buddy, the bitch, is like,
he's a sad zombie. Sniffle, waste of time.
Ah, yes, the swamp is lovely now. We persevere through the path to Morcubus, who is shocked at our progress. But nothing they've seen so far will prepare them for the horrors that lie ahead. Alright, lovers. Said horrors, this big fuck-off billboard. How did we miss this? It's a bloody Hansel and Gretel house. You know what happened in Hansel and Gretel, right? You know, why aren't they a bit more hesitant about entering this gingerbread house? If it isn't bloody Grandma Ruthie. She greets us in her Grandma Ruthie type of way. And Lindsay's like, no offence, but what the hell is someone like you doing here? She starts talking all business jargon, bloody Sir Alan Sugarlove, and putting dear at the end of a sentence doesn't make you nice. I begin to ponder what kind of game I'm even playing. Enough of this bollocks. Goth Boy has also had enough. Now look, Grandma, move that gaudy billboard. Oh, calm down, you old biddy. It's time for you to be yassified. We gothify her home with a Mansford roof, and bloody hell, she glugged down that e-girl juice and they all come crawling for Nanaby. Hello, my lovelies. And she moves the sign. After our arduous journey, we are finally at the great castle Morcubus, and he ain't happy. He was just about to hop in the shower. Who dares disturb the infernal Morcubus? Lindsay's like, open up, love, or we're coming in. He took some more bollocks about his gate. They put the switches on the outside or something. Oh, I'm so calling customer support right now. Fiddling with the gate, it inevitably opens, and old Morcubus struts up to us. All right, guys, you busted through my gate. Whoopee. Do you want to tell me why you're trying to break into my impenetrable fortress of evil? Want to borrow a book? Here you go. Mazel tov. Huh? Next time, just ask before you go breaking down the door. Now, if you excuse me, I'm a little busy repairing my gate. Lynn's mentions about the book containing the secrets of life. The book holds what now? The vile Morcubus commands that you return this book immediately. And Lindsay's such a little cow. She's like, no gives backsies. Well, the book is blank. Waste of bloody time. On to Cutopia, which must be cute or something. We're welcomed by Poppy. She tells Lind she's pretty. Compliments Buddy's hat. I eagerly await my compliment, but to no avail. Duchess Beverly, Poppy, Violet. I don't know what's going on here. And now they're all talking about National Cutopia Awareness Day. I just wanted a compliment. One thing leads to another, and I'm being called a servant and forced to help this fella in his weird little outfit. He just wants to wear a t-shirt and joggers, love. Bev, Bath and Beyond, that's an American thing, isn't it? And poor Linz, she's got trench foot, the poor cow. Looks like that lad has just asked that lassie out, and they need flowers. And of course, you know what that means. Pipes. I overhear Violet say the word, I hate so much. Oh my gosh. She'll cough. And Mother Bev decides to steal Violet, guarded by the twat Spencer. And I don't know how we distract him, so I just put a telly there. I said Corey's on, love, but no, he's not interested. But it turns out I actually needed to get a computer. And look, he's playing Spore. The bird brings us more bloody maps. When will this end? But back to the task at hand. Bloody hell, Violet, how did you get up there, love? Oh, my nunchucks broke. So after a quick trip to the reliable local CEX, Violet has indeed been rescued. Bev apologises and all is forgiven. Violet kisses Daniel. Enough of this. What? Spencer wants me to find bits of armour. Poppy wants me to get flowers. I very much think no. I'm frigging off to Uncharted Island. Oh yes, looks the same as every other island we've seen, but with Sir Vincent. Enchanté, mademoiselle. My name is Sir Vincent Skullfinder, renowned archaeologist at your service. I'm exploring this island for a treasure most rare. Shut up. Buried beneath these sands and within the stout rock of this island are many ancient bones. It would aid my hunt if you could bring me, shall we say, 20 of these bones. That's a good girl. Huh? Buddy and Pooh were at their end of the tether. Bones now excavated. Sir Vinny is nowhere to be seen, and a rumbling from within the shrubbery. A caveman pops out, and why not? It just bloody starts beating Buddy up. And now Pooh finds herself diving into the proverbial fight cloud, but the caveman is crying. Gonk, and he's bloody starving people. He can't even catch a bloody crab. A skill issue, mate. Lynn's the slag cares more about Sir Vincent than this poor caveman is wasting away. So we set him up a nice little kitchen, and I guess we're best help Vinny now. Oh, but that won't be necessary. And he's got a woman and a dinosaur locked in a cage behind him. Very dodgy goings-ons. Gonk screams, "Bobaboo, girl, why are you in cage?" Vincent wants to take the dino back to his museum, so I have a little nat to him about dirt and then flatter him to distract the knobhead. You don't say, something amazing over there? Well, I can't resist that. Now I gotta do something with this contraption site, and after I connected it all with electric, I realised that you needed to be with cogs. I am sick of contraptions. You know, on closer inspection, this wall isn't anywhere as near as fascinating as Pooh made it out to be. Wait, what's going on over there? I demand you bring that dinosaur to me immediately. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, Gonk missed girl. Such sweet words. And Vinny is in a foul mood. Come to gloat, have we? Silly girl, fortune favours those who help themselves. You win for now. But perhaps our paths will cross again. After all, there's always more treasure. So after all that bollocks, I head to Trevor Island with this Oingo Boingo type beat. Was purchased by a bloke called Trevor Verily. We're already well acquainted with this fella. Woe, tragedy befalls me. Where's my green dress? Where is the caterer? I cannot act without a continental breakfast. A bagel, my kingdom for a poppy seed bagel. That's right, Skolrick. One with locks, more locks than the sun. This bloke is just living his best life, and Lindsay has just simply had enough of this adventure. Me too, love. Lo, the curtain rises soon. We must away to the stage for Act 1. These certainly are some people on Trevor Island. I, Wandalier, decorate this stage for Trevor. Huzzah! Nay, double huzzah! And once the bunnies are successfully herded onto the stage, the scene is set. I tip my feathered hat off to you, my friend. Bunnies, for art! On with the show! Trevor proclaims, now to be told a tale of love, of betrayal, and of love. Why is he so close? I'm scared. In a verdant forest, Wonderland, there's a girl named Princess Alexandra. Not a real princess, but held some amount of sway with the woodland creatures. Thus, the title was relatively sensible and appropriate. In the true spirit of the Shakespearean thespian, he transforms into Princess Alexandra, aka he's wearing a frock. Hey, Mr. Bunny. Hi, Verdant Forest. Transforming into each character, he's now some guy. Greetings, Forest Woman. I love you. Back and forth in his one-man show until it is time for them to kiss with a glitchy blush. How's this gonna happen? Whoa, I cannot kiss myself. Perhaps someone in the audience would be willing to help me. Poor old Pooh. This wasn't in the job description. She doesn't have to subject herself to this shite. I head to the stage, and Trevor is the princess, I am the bloke. Let the art begin. One romance is Trevor, the real Casanova. I'm a natural. It's love. Now it's time for this bloody kiss. It truly was love at first sight, but then she got kidnapped by an evil baron. Intermission time. On to our next scene, which finds Trevor riding his stallion, aka Mechy Bull, which of course I have to mend. Now begins Act 2, friends. Deep in the forest, a furious chase was underway. Our hero, Prince Darwellsforth, was riding his trusty steed, Parallax, through the treacherous forest of doom. But he's having the bloody time of his life. On, Parallax, ride like the wind. Oh god, what now? Fie on my poor planning. This castle will not do for the fortress of evil Baron Spagula. Please help me make it an epic citadel of doom. Friends, it's time for Act 3. Now, at the Citadel of Doom, the woodland princess was locked up in a tower. Tragedy of all tragedies. Then Darwellsforth got attacked by a dragon. I look away for a second and I'm in a bloody dragon costume, chasing after this bloody bloke. Where'd this gobshite go? Oh no! The dragon shall eat me. And then it ate the horse instead. Wait, I'm not eating that mechanical bull, right? When will this end? I can't believe I'm herding Trevor now. Foul beast, go whence you came. I would rather that you not pass. Why did it go so close again? No, I must away to the capital. What the hell is actually going on? I shall make my last stand here. Battle, go. Me and him get into a fisticuffs, and yes, Pooh always wins, of course. Yes, well, it may seem that the dragon won. Beware, it was a trick. Oh god, I'm so bored of this, mate. Can we... My friends, now is the time you have all been waiting for. Our illustrious Prince Darwellsforth, now played by the one and only Pooh, confronts the evil Baron Spagula. Never mind that I was previously Prince Darwellsforth. My true heart has always been in playing none other than Baron Spagula himself. Now, for the love of art, confront me, evil Baron, in a battle of socialization. What? We beat him in whatever the hell is going on now, with my weird outfit on. Then Pooh speaks. Watch our bats. He is slain. He died. For art. Trevor's like, comment, and subscribe.
Stay tuned for more exciting ventures from the Trevorverse.
No thank you, mate. I am done for a lifetime, and then I abruptly leave to the Forest of Elves, where we're just off to a flying start with this crying bitch. Everyone's just so bloody miserable in this kingdom.
Hi, we like your vermin paradise.
And then there's a bloke in the hottie tea who says, sup. All the animals have fled, and the ones that remain are acting strange. Buddy inquires what she could possibly mean by strange, as Dammy Two-Casita bloke just runs past.
It gotcha.
Then the woman realises that I'm a wandalier and asks for help. Well, it's a heavy burden. Speaking to the unicorn statue, to save the frog's accursed mind, 3 essences you'll need to find, frog berries being one of them. Which of course is shriveled due to the water being diverted to the hottie tea. But I need a second to myself, loves. Berries now rejuvied after crafting a complex piping system. It is broth time. The bitch, pestle and mortar in hand, and then I receive a test tube filled with an unknown substance. We rile the little frogman up until he's thirsty enough to think that this mysterious liquid is delightfully thirst quenching. And then he glugs it down.
Golly gosh! That's good hopper broth.
Creepy frogs be like, now to call the critters home, we've got to rebuild the temple. And it turns out that this bloke destroyed the temple to build his hottie tea. And you know what? I don't blame him. Anything for a hottie tea. This elf says, oh my gosh, I've had enough of these people. It pisses me off so much. I'm sick of this game. The word oh my gosh is a band. I've run into what I thought was Tobor, but it is actually Proto Makoto pretending to be a tree. Anyway, I'm glad there's a guide for this temple so I didn't ruin it like I ruin everything else. Pooh, she says. Pooh, the animals are returning. Oh, look who comes crawling back. It's like Noah's ruddy ark. The animals come by two in it. The unicorns still haven't returned. Huh? Consult the statue one last time. Pooh is sick and tired of this bollocks. And my stupid mates applauding me all the time. Now there's just one thing left to do. Rock. And just as predicted, look who comes crawling back. I'm mad, so I aggressively plug this USB into the robot's head. So guys, I didn't realise there was another island, so I didn't go to it, but I'll get to that in a bit. And I was definitely not just helping the abysmal Vic Vector. The bird arrives with a butty for Buddy and news of a surprise waiting for me. So I set forth towards the castle and I'm greeted with applause. A hero's welcome, as it were. They had old men voices, didn't they?
Ah, Pooh, what can I say? You've exceeded all of our expectations, and they were quite high, indeed. I haven't seen the people of the kingdom so happy since the Order of the Wandaliers were in their prime.
Pooh is a master Wandalier now.
The quest is only done when you decide it's done. You're free to continue helping people for as long as you'd like.
No, I'm done. I'm done. Oh yeah, what about this Prezi lads? He's decided to give me my very own land and enchanted the island.
I thought it might be finally time for you to create something for yourself. And now, by royal decree, I hereby command every sim in the kingdom to have a big crazy dance party at Pooh's place.
Oh great. And the wizard zapped us all off. And the credits begin to roll. Everyone is dancing. It's like the end of bloody Bayonetta 3. Enough of this shite. Please. Dear Pooh, I'm pleased to present you with this deed to Pooh's Island. Okay, what now? As my final act of defiance, I decide to write bollocking prom night gonk and kind of ran out of space, but yeah. Time to test the limits of this game by placing many a Vic Vector around Pooh Island. What am I doing? All that work and for what? This shite island. Well, I'd say it's lonely at the top, but not with these two fools following me around everywhere. I begin pondering. Chance McFreely? Was he not in this game? He certainly was on the cover of the game. I begin to research. What? I missed a whole bloody island? The Royal Academy. How did I miss this? I was getting my king points by hammerifying the castle. Or maybe I subliminally knew I wanted to avoid the island. I knew that bloke, was there. I disembark my vessel onto pastures unventured, and bloody hell, it's Rosalind P. Marshall. She's a right mess. Oh, there, love. Cheer up, it might never happen. But I don't care. I'm not gonna lie. I'm only here for one thing, and one thing only. Well, didn't Pooh have a wonderful time? Thank you as always for watching. Didn't realise how much bollocks there was to talk about in MySims Kingdom. Jolly good games. Now, it's time for the parish notices. Thank you everybody for 4,000 subby wubbies. 4,000? A lovely number, isn't it? And also, I'm very sorry that this has to be in 3 separate parts. The trusty old laptop. She can't handle this intensity of Sims. But next time I'll be playing My Sims Party and My Sims Racing. So, to be continued, my lovelies.